All right, it looks like I'm live. Hello, everybody. My name is Daryl Mesa. So, in this session, we're going to be doing some sort of an experiment. I did this once before, about 6 months ago, where I would have an AI agent control Microsoft Excel, but it wasn't as sophisticated as it needs to be. So, we're going to build it from scratch again. I'm going to try using a different method. So, let's begin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to GPT-5 and I'm going to prompt the build. So let's try dictate. Create me an algorithm, or let's delete that. What is the best IDE in JetBrains to use to build an AI agent that will be in a robot icon positioned on the bottom right-hand corner of my desktop screen? It can be clickable, draggable, and when I drag it, it will be placed anywhere I put it. When I click on it, a chat interface pops up. When the interface pops up, I want to be able to communicate with it and talk to it naturally. Also, I want to be able to have the AI agent control my cursor, my keyboard, hover to the start menu icon, search for Microsoft Excel, click on Microsoft Excel, then click on a blank workbook. After it succeeds to click on that blank workbook, have it wait on my command. From there, I want the agent to execute one command at a time. So if I were to task it to create a table on the workbook, I need the agent to work alongside me and execute one task at a time and have the agent do not proceed in completing the task. Let's see what that does. Okay, what is the best IDE in JetBrains to use to build an AI agent that will be in a robot icon positioned on the bottom right-hand corner of my desktop screen? Okay, so it got almost everything. I hit enter. So this is not a normal AI agent. This is more of an edge AI agent or physical AI, where I'm having the agent take over my operating system, my cursor, my keyboard. So do not try this at home. Do this on your own risk, and we'll see where AI is at this point in time. It's about August 20th, 2025. We'll see how smart this thing is. All right, so now it understands my task. You want a bottom right, always on top. Okay, so it's telling me to use PyCharm with PySide 6, Qt for Python. Okay, so here it's giving me the control flow. Okay, so everything looks reasonable. Now it's having me use PyWin Auto. And it's giving me alternatives to use Writer with WPF, also WebStorm. So the output's about 93%. Why is it not 100%? Because Excel UIA selectors can be varied based on Office. Okay. Voice stack trade-offs. Okay. I'm probably going to use Vosk as its voice. I'm going to keep it kind of simple. Always on top, drag behaviors can be influenced by Windows multi-monitor DPI quirks. This is where I had an issue in the past when I built my Agent Excel a while back, but we'll see. I'm probably going to leave it as is and open up PyCharm. I'll run as admin. So it pops up soon. All right, so let's build a new project. We're going to use pure Python. And we're going to name it Agent Excel. I'm not going to put this on my C drive. I'm going to put it on my D drive. We'll just go ahead and create a new folder. And one thing I found about vibe coding, the AI agent in any IDE does not entertain dashes, so I normally use underscores when I create folders. So that's why you see me creating an underscore in between the Agent Excel. So we're going to have it, we'll just use a Git repository, we'll create a welcome script, and then we're going to use Python 3.1, 3.3. I'm probably going to use an API for this build, but we'll see. So right here, it already built my directory, so it's probably going to ask me to restart, so hopefully it won't take that long. Bring up my partner in crime, Mr. Augment. Activate Augment. Let's keep it Claude Sonnet 4. You know what? I haven't used GPT-5 to actually vibe code, so let's use that. See what it actually does. So we're going to copy this whole entire thing. We're not going to do too much to enhance the prompt. So we're just going to use the simple prompts. So we're going to have Augment take the following. Let's restart. Crossing my fingers, it won't take long. And like I said, I'm doing this off the cuff, just riffing, not using any script, not using any ChatGPT behind the scenes, just strictly going off the cuff. So if I tend to misstep, I'm not using a script. Okay, now let's go back into the directory. So it updated my partner in crime. So let's see if any difference with the update. Okay, take the following and build out an AI agent that will built on AI agent using the following. Take the following and build out AI agent. So we just paste this entire prompt and we'll see if Gypity is pretty smart. So right now I didn't give it direct commands to work off of that directory, which is the agent_excel. So like I said, I like to challenge models. So we'll see how accurate this thing is as far as Gypity-5. I'm hoping it wouldn't create a new directory. It will just work inside this directory. So I also pasted the whole entire prompt or output. I want to also challenge if it will understand that the last three paragraphs are just recommendations. So I want to find out if it would actually execute to build out those recommendations, which that's not what I'm asking it to do. Also, when I built this out the first time back in November last year, I did not include like a disclaimer for the AI agent to approve to take over my cursor. I might just go ahead and do that, but we'll see. Let's see, open out. So let it do its thing. Go back in here. Okay, so I did copy the whole entire thing. All right, Gypity-5, let's see what you're made of. So I would prefer Claude Sonnet for coding. It's much more accurate. It gives a pretty decent outputs. So this, like I said, is my first time vibe coding with GPT-5 or Gypity-5. All right, so it understands that it needs to make a workspace directory. So I hope it can understand that it's already pre-made. All right. So the intent behind this concept or this science project is for the AI agent to amplify or enhance my capabilities in regards to executing physical tasks on a digital laptop or digital world. I'm not trying to have the AI agent replace me or replace my thinking. I'm having the agent be my executive assistant or sidekick. Like I said, just like the movie Jarvis, like I said, I'm in the previous sessions. That's everybody's ultimate goal. But to build a real life Jarvis on my laptop would definitely help in regards to being that sidekick. So the reason why I chose Excel is AI agents or large language models have an issue with orthogonal reasoning, meaning they can't understand or even see the columns and the rows of a worksheet or a workbook. Um, Truthfully, it will open up the app itself, but from there, it still has issues with actually working directly inside the app, just like we humans do. And that is my ultimate end goal, is for the agent to be overlaid on the bottom right with the robot icon. And if I'm working inside Excel, if I happen to miss a formula or number, it will be able to pop up and say, hey, you missed a number, you missed yada yada on cell number 1, type of thing. So this was quick. So let's see if it actually fully built it out. So it's most likely going to be using tkinter as far as the GUI. So let's scroll back up here. Let's see what it actually done. So built my Windows desktop AI agent using Python, PySide 6, and stepwise control. Okay, hopefully the stepwise control can actually work. Because if we give an AI agent a task like write me a short story of why the sky is blue, it will do it obviously, but it will do it to its entirety. Pretty much it will go from point A down to point Z, and it wouldn't stop in between. So my ultimate goal is to have the agent stop, just like a virtual coworker, ask me questions, or I can ask it questions, and just collaborate. I'm really focusing heavy on the collaboration portion, not the magic tricks that OpenAI does all the time. So being able to collaborate with me in the real world. So that's basically what I'm trying to do at the same time. So what's included? A UI, frameless, draggable robot icon. So it's going to build out the entire robot icon that we position on the bottom right. It created the readme.md file, requirements.txt, AI robot and folder. Okay, I can run it locally. Okay, so let's use an API key for this. So let's go under readme.md. We'll see what it actually provided as far as the procedures. Okay. So I'm not giving it any images. I'm going to test it to see if it can actually generate the robot icon and the chat interface. So let's try and run that. So now that it built it out, I'm going to ask it to run it for me. Please run the AI agent. Since you have built it out for me. I was watching a YouTube channel called Diary of a CEO, and on today's episode, Stephen Bartlett interviewed two of the creators of the Boltzmann machine, and at one point they were talking about how Sam Altman doesn't like customers to use please and thank you anymore because it diminishes the dollar value of OpenAI, I guess. So it's pretty interesting. So why I'm having it run the code for me, like I said, is to see if it will actually detect its mistakes and to see if it's actually working. So I was already going on 1 minute and 12 seconds as it's thinking. It's using GPT-5. I might just go back to Claude. It's pretty slow. which I have my answer now that GPT-5 is not good in vibe coding. So let's stop that, and then we will switch off to Claude Sonnet 4, and we just hit the proceed button. All right, so if this goes well, oh, see the issue. PySide 6 installed isn't installed, so it's going to install PySide 6. So right now it's installing the requirements.txt, which is PySide 6, PyWin Auto, UI Automation, PyAuto GUI, and PyTest. If this goes well, a robot icon will appear at the bottom right. All right, so it's taking a while. So it did create a app.py, so hopefully it actually didn't. So it's going to execute agent.py, which is not here. Okay. So now it's telling me it doesn't know where it's at. So it lost its place, as you can see right here. So hopefully it'll go back and understand where it's at. Okay, which did, okay. Now it has issues with Qt flags, so it's going to fix the issue and hopefully it'll open up the robot icon widget. Oh, okay. There you have it right there. Not as user friendly, but it'll do for now. So this is where I joke around of can you feel the AGI, and if the AI agent can actually build out an actual robot icon in detail and not just how it is right here, then I'll most likely feel the AGI. But as you can see, we still got a long way to go to reach AGI. And some people, believe that AGI is here, and maybe it is. I don't know. But like I said, to me, AGI is an artificial general intelligence where if I can give it a task, any task, it will execute it just like we humans can do. So let's see. Okay, so I can drag it. Ah, okay. So let's test this out. So what we're going to do, we're going to save. Okay, I'm not going to get my hope up high, but we'll see. So now we're going to give it a task, a physical task. We're going to say open Microsoft Word, Excel. Okay. Okay. So the robot understands that. So it succeeded. Okay. That's good. So now let's do another task, and we'll ask it to click on the blank workbook. Ah, okay. You're gonna click it? Click it. No? No moth? No joy? Okay, let's try it again. Click on the blank workbook and open it. It's doing something. Okay, so GPT-5 did warn me about the UIA errors, so that's where this is coming into play as far as the impediments. So let's go back to Augment, and we'll take a snapshot of the GUI. We'll just go ahead and close that. Paste it. And like I said, I recommend talking to AI agents as if they're virtual coworkers or thought partners. You don't want to treat them as peasants. As much as I want to do it, it's tempting, but let's keep the peace. So see the image and help me fix the error shown in the image, which is the UIA error. I need the agent to click on the blank workbook and open a blank workbook. Okay. So I'm gonna leave the robot icon alone. I'm gonna let the I'm gonna let Augment do its thing. I normally leave it on or leave it open with GUIs like this, especially in the phases of step 1 and step 2. So I learned that if I close it, it'll just give me an entirely new, different interface. So I'm trying to keep the interface the same. So going back into the readme.md file, I'm trying to find out what large language model is it using. I do have Ollama running right now, so it's most likely using Ollama. So the reason why that was shown is because I've been vibe coding with Augment for quite some time, so it knows my behaviors. It knows what I'm going to ask it. It knows exactly what I'm trying to do. So it didn't say no or, try again later. And also a little bit of prompt injection helps at the same time. So it opened this guy up. So so that's the new one. Oh, okay. So let's go back and save our work. Always save your work, especially in vibe coding. So now let's do this again. Open Microsoft Excel. Okay. Oh, click on the blank workbook and open it. All right. It says I can open Excel and create a blank workbook. Try that. Okay, create a blank workbook. Come on, dude. Okay. Still having issues. Just clicking it. Let's try saying open blank workbook. All right, so it failed. So let's copy this entire conversation, go back to Augment. We're going to close out one Augment tab. I'm going to paste this entire conversation, scroll back up to the top, and ask Augment to help me fix this. Error. You are almost there in achieving it, but it needs more improvements. Okay. Keep this up. We're going to close Excel. So I'm not using any web interface. I'm using strictly tkinter. I'm not using any API key right now. Like I said, I have Ollama running right now. So this is way out of the normal with what you see with other YouTubers or people putting up AI apps, and they have to automatically, or they're required to, go on Google or Brave or something. So I'm trying to do it locally and not on the web. So we're halfway there with having it open up a blank, backtrack or retract my statement. I'm almost there to have the AI agent working directly alongside me inside of Microsoft Excel. It successfully opened up Microsoft Excel, and it moved my cursor inside the Excel app, and it hovered over the blank workbook. However, it still has issues with clicking on the blank workbook. So that's where we're at right now. So now that we're seeing issues with the agent, this will most likely be an ongoing project for me. I'm going to keep training it in real time. Notice I don't have any weights and biases. The goal is to have the agent learn in real time. So we'll see what happens. So right now, hopefully it fixed it. So how to test the fixes since Excel is already open, which is not. I close it out. Okay. Let's save it. Okay, so that is the updated one. This is the old one. All right, so let's try this again. Open Microsoft Excel. Okay, create a blank workbook. Oh boy. Oh boy, it didn't do it. So let's ask it a different task. Click on blank workbook. Okay, so right now it's giving me a confirmation saying that it did execute it, but it didn't. So I'm still on the backend interface. So right now it's telling me it successfully achieved the task, which is a lie, which is not true. It said it verified the workbook is ready. Now it's ready for the next step. Should I debate it or go back to the IDE and ask to fix it for the third time? Choices, choices, choices of vibe coding. All right, so let's close this out. Let's close out Excel. Go back into the IDE itself, and then we're gonna put a .env file in here, and we're gonna put my API key. I'm gonna cave in and use OpenAI's API key, and let's see if it'll actually do some work. So I'm going to push this off to the side so you won't see my API key. I'm going to leave the robot icon open for now. Paste my API key. All right, so let's go back, push this to the right monitor. And then what we're going to do is copy the actual path, and we will task augment to use the API key that's in the .env file. So if you can't see this, I'm just asking it to take the .env file and apply the API key to the agent to be able to open Microsoft Excel. Create a workbook. use my cursor and keyboard to execute commands inside Excel. So let's enhance the prompt. Giving it more juice. Pretty happy I switched off to Claude Sonnet because we would still be in step 1 40 minutes into the session. So we'll see if it actually applied the OpenAI key. And we'll see if that will make a difference. So right now, this method is called an AI wrapper, meaning I'm just building off of ChatGPT, GPT-5, and it's pretty much product risk in my opinion. OpenAI can see everybody's data, so it will most likely understand what I'm trying to do. Next thing you know, OpenAI will come out with an Excel agent, maybe in a couple months or something, because I'm doing this. Oh man, I was going live without my microphone. Gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna have to redo this session again due to user error with StreamYard, so I apologize to the people out there. Man, okay. All right, so it reinstalled the dependencies, and it also is giving me a notification that it enhanced the agent. So we'll see. Okay. So let's save our work. So let's see, just drag one of them. Okay. All right. So as you can see, there's a difference with using Llama and OpenAI. There's a welcome message on here. So let's let it do its thing. It's updating the README file. Let's go and task it to open Microsoft Excel. Okay. Okay. It launched Microsoft Excel and it's ready for the next task. So create a blank workbook. Oh boy. Okay, come on. Okay, not responding. What to do? So let's go back to the IDE and let's ask Augment to help me fix the GUI. It is freezing up on me and it will not create a blank workbook for me. So let's try closing that out. Oh boy. So let's close the entire program to see if it'll actually close. Hopefully it doesn't create a new interface because I really like this simple interface. Now that it's using OpenAI GPT 3.5 Turbo. Gotta love these AI buzzwords. So once I progress further with this build, I'm gonna go back and clean up the readme.file. So I'm not using anything complex. I'm just specifically using Python on JetBrains using PyCharm, and I'm using OpenAI's API key. And what I'm doing is just using simple requirements, dependencies. I'm not using OpenCV or any other visual dependencies like YOLO or Ultra Analytics or any large action model or any vision model. So I'm keeping it simple. So normally I would close these things out on the bottom to keep it at a minimum of 1 or 2 because my partner in crime gets confused with having 1 or more tabs while it's working. So let's go into the readme.md file, open this up just a little bit. All right, so ultimate goal is to have a Windows desktop AI agent with a robot icon positioned at the bottom right-hand corner of my desktop screen. And it's only tasked to open up Microsoft Excel inside Microsoft Excel. It doesn't have control of my operating system. It just has control of Excel as far as the .exe file. So it's going to reinstall the dependencies. We'll see what happens. So I'm not going to add any other functionality like YOLO or any action models. I'm just going to try my best to keep it as simple as I can. I could use JEPA, which is the Joint Embedding Predictive Architecture by Yann LeCun. And I have used it in the past, but we'll see if it does need it. Eventually, AI is going to eventually need it. Okay, so actually built it out. I believe this is the third revision. And we'll save all, keep all, minimize. Let's go close this guy out. Still frozen. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's close it back out. Open it up. Open Microsoft Excel. Okay. Should open up Microsoft Excel. So let's try it again. Okay, so it's executing right now. Please wait. I'm not going to touch my cursor. Oh boy. So now I'm curious to find out what happened. It was doing it earlier where it would open up Microsoft Excel. It wouldn't control my cursor and move my cursor to the start menu icon physically. So I got to work on that in the near future. But it understood to open it up, but now it doesn't understand it now. So did Jippity lose its mind, or is it sleeping? It's 9:20 p.m. on the West Coast side. Oh boy. So let's go back into the IDE. It's about 55 minutes. So let's copy it and paste this. And I'm most likely gonna end this in 5 minutes. I'm not gonna keep doing this over and over again when it can't understand it. So I'll probably take a pause and rebuild. Maybe not rebuild it, but build it up again. And I'll go live when doing so. So right now it's still trying to fix the issues. So right now it's resetting mechanism to the queue to handle stuck states. Okay. And it's working in the worker.py file, which is right here under agent. So it's adding a force reset button to the UI. Okay, that's going to be something new. Hopefully it doesn't change up the entire UI just by adding that button on. I did not ask it to add a button on there. So right now it's in the chat dialog, making sure it's can understand the task. So let me run the agent with better timeout handling. Okay. All right. So we're going to see another robot icon pop up. Keep all, and then we'll save. So most likely it's probably, there you go. So find out. Okay, so that is the new one. This is the old one. So let's do this again. Come on. You can do it. I bet you if I put you on a web interface and ask you to simulate opening up Microsoft Excel, you will probably do that, sir. But you can't do it in real world situations. Okay. Reset. Now let's do it simple. Mr. Jippity. Okay. And no drawing. So it's about 59 minutes. And I'm going to stop here. I'm not going anywhere as far as the next step. So I'm going to work on having the AI agent fully execute a physical real world task on a digital environment. And we'll see what happens on our next time we do this, this session. But I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging on about an hour. And hopefully you get to follow me in progressing further with having an AI agent take over my cursor, my keyboard, and open up Microsoft Excel and work directly inside it. Until then, see you on my next session.